Alright guys, so in this video I'm going to be going over the PVE tier list for February 2023, and this is going to include the cookies like Milky Way as well as Moonlight, and also we are going to be going over Cream Puff Magic Candy as well as Blueberry Pie, who has been added with the addition of episode 16 as well as episode 5 for the master mode. And of course, just keep in mind that this is going to be based on my opinion as well as my experience. And I have cleared all the way up to episode 16-29 dark mode, as well as around episode 5-26 for the master mode. Of course, I haven't beaten everything yet, but this is going to be based on what I've seen and what I've used throughout those journey. Alright, so let's get into it, guys. So first of all, let's go from the don't use all the way up to the boss battle cookies really quickly, guys. And the don't use here is going to be, of course, just like always, we have chili pepper, as well as Sonic, Tail, Fig, as well as Lilac. Of course, some of you guys might be thinking, hey, HyRoll, Chili Pepper is in the beginning, I need to use her. You know, just use her. Using her is fine, but don't invest too much into her, especially because of the fact that you are able to get some more cookies early on in the beginning. So don't invest too much, just use her while you have to, you know, to fill up that 5th cookie slot, and then, you know, switch her out really quickly. Now going on to the C tier, it's going to be pastry, raspberry, as well as snow sugar. Basic cookies are not really good for the story mode, honestly, right now. Not really worth investing your EXP star jellies in. They don't really excel in anything right now, so just stay away from them. They're really like below average. All right, now moving on to the B tier is going to be our tea night as well as red velvet. We got Moon Rabbit, we got Madeline, we got Mollisauce, Almond Cookie, who is actually going to be more towards the situational. So I guess I'll have to really move him out of the B tier to more of the A tier, or even make a separate spot which is going to be more of a situational cookie for Almond alone. And then it's gonna be our Mint Choco as well as Candy Diver. These are gonna be really average cookies. They're okay to use, but really going to be better somewhere else. And then we are going to be going on to the A tier. They're going to be really like, a bit above average here. And then for that, we are going to have Strawberry Crepe, Cocoa. We have Milk Cookie with the Magic Candy. We have Kumio, Black Raisin, Latte, Cherry Blossom, Mango, Twizzy Gummy. We got Tiger Lily, Affogato. And then we got Sparkling, Prophet Cookie, as well as Almond here now. Of course, Almond again is very situational, very good, especially if you guys are going to be using Almond with someone like Rise, someone like Squidding. You have seen, if you guys watch my live stream going over episode 16 dark mode, then you're going to see that a lot of those battles halfway through, we're going to have to start using the Almond one-shot comps to clear out the wave, and Almond does really well. So I would say, again, Almond is going to be more of the situational cookie. Maybe I'll just get rid of this whole category and change it to situational for the next tier list. Alright, but moving on to the boss battle cookies are going to be more like Poison Mushroom. We got Vampire with the Magic Candy, Dark Choco, as well as Sorbet. So these cookies, in my opinion, are going to be really just excelling in boss battles against enemies. Even Vampire right now is actually having a little bit of a lacking side, just because of the fact that the bosses in around episode 15 and 16 are going to be immune to debuffs. Alright, so Vampire, although still going to do a lot of damage, they're not able to completely take advantage of their effect, so not as good. And then Poison Mushroom, Dark Choco, and Sorbet, they can be easily replaced by other cookies as well. So now with all of those cookies out of the way, let's get into the top tiers, which is going to be first to get, SS, as well as S. Just keep in mind, the first to get is going to be consisted of cookies that you guys are going to be able to get really early on. And these are the cookies that I do recommend you guys to get if you guys don't have someone like, SS or S tier right away. They are really good. They'll carry you around throughout the entire gameplay. But let's get into it, guys. And first of all, for the first to get is going to include Pure Vanilla as well as Hollyberry. Same thing here, guys. We have first to get is because we have Might of the Ancient for every single player as of right now. You are able to choose out of the 3 ancients to get one of them for free to be used inside of the world exploration, as well as the arena, guild boss battle, and stuff like that as you guys progress throughout the mission. So first of all, I do recommend, if you guys are going to be going for the story mode focus, then Pure Vanilla is going to be a lot better than Hollow because Pure Vanilla is going to be able to alleviate the injury debuffs that are going to be caused within episode 13 all the way up to episode 16. So Pure Vanilla is probably going to be your best choice out of the 3 ancients. But if you think that you're going to be able to be okay without Pure Vanilla, then going with Hollow is not going to be a bad option either. But once again, guys, these guys are going to be recommended out of the 3. Of course, Dark Cacao is still going to be in the SS tier, but as a first to get, as a first raise of a ancient cookie, I recommend these 2 cookies. Now moving on to the epics. All right, these guys are going to be all available within the Mila shop here, guys, and it is going to include Wildberry as well as Brute. It's going to be Eclair as well as Captain Caviar. We have Cotton, Cream Unicorn as well as Carol. All right, so there are a couple reasons why I put in our Wildberry as well as Brute. Very, very good, very, very straightforward. They provide insane buffs, which is going to be damage resist for Wildberry as well as attack boost for Brute. They also have great stuns, which will be very effective for majority of the story stages, although it is not available for every single one of them because some of the bosses, some of the enemies are going to be stun immune. However, even if we take out the stuns, they're still great cookies overall and are going to be really, really good, especially if you guys are deciding to choose Pure Vanilla instead of Hollow. Having these 2 as your tanks are going to be really, really good. Eclair, Captain Caviar, and Cotton are very straightforward as well. They are going to be one of the better cookies right now, especially because Eclair is still going to be used for that weakness debuff, getting those stacks and things like that. Cotton, great support, can stun, tank, as well as heal and damage, so definitely going to be a very good overall cookie here. Of course, although she has been pushed out of the arena, she's still going to be amazing. Captain Caviar, very straightforward as well. Damage is great, splash damage is great, AoE damage, which is going to be area damage, as well as we'll be able to provide 42% defense reduction to the enemies as well, so definitely going to be someone you can invest in. And then we also do have Cream Unicorn as well as Carol, and on top of that I do want to add Herb here as well. These 3 are going to be your replacement healers right now that you can get through the mileage shop if you guys are not planning to get Pure Vanilla. Of course, there is a better replacement if you guys are able to pull her, which I'll talk about in the SS tier, but they are going to be more of a guild exclusive. I'm sure you guys know who that's going to be. But if you guys do not have, Pure Vanilla, then going with Herb, Cream Unicorn, or Carol are going to be a good option, but not the best at all. All right, so let's get into it, guys. Now to the SS tier. These guys are going to be, very working similar. I would say even better sometimes than some of the cookies up into the first to get. But the reason why I put first to get above the SS tier is because they are easily accessible. Rather than SS tier, which is going to be more towards the ancient legendaries as well as super epics. All right, let's get into it, guys. It's going to include Dark Cacao. We have Milky Way here. We got Purple Yam with the Magic Candy. We got Moonlight, of course. We got Black Pearl Sherbet. We also have Pinecone in here, Espresso with the Magic Candy, Squid Ink with the Magic Candy. We got Sea Fairy, and then for the support, Cream Puff with the Magic Candy. Got a huge boost all the way from the A tier, guys. And then we still have BTS. All right, so these cookies are going to be amazing, especially for the world exploration here. We have Dark Cacao, who is going to be a good damage dealer as well as a tank, especially with the Zap debuff. There are going to be some stages that Dark Cacao is going to really, really excel in, getting rid of those HP shields. We got Milky Way with the great defense reduction as well as healing, shielding, and damage overall, especially against bosses. It's going to be really, really good. Going to honestly replace Dark Choco in majority of the cases as well now. But of course, Milky Way is going to be within the feature banner, but not available inside of the Mala shop yet. We got Purple Yam. Purple Yam is still really, really good as a PVE world exploration cookie. Even in the Cookie Alliance, definitely going to be really, really good. And a very self-sustainable cookie as well. And then we got Moonlight, Black Pearl Sherbet. There really is no other things to say about these 3 cookie guys. If you have them, invest in them. They are going to be great, not only for the world exploration, but for the arena as well. We got Pinecone, Espresso, as well as Squid Ink. So these 3 cookies are actually going to be up in the tier list as well because of how good they are inside of the world exploration right now. I was really surprised how well they worked together with other cookies, especially for episode 16 dark mode, as well as some of the stages within episode 5 master mode. And these 3 cookies are going to be amazing. Pinecone is going to be a great stun, although they can be pretty squishy, so you do need to watch out for their skill usage. But overall, amazing, great stuns. It works really well with Wildberry and Brute, so they are going to be amazing. Espresso is going to be kind of in between Squidding and Pinecone here, guys, adding both damage as well as stun at the very end. So if you guys do have Espresso Magic Candy, going to be a pretty good option for you guys as well. And then we have Squidding, very straightforward, just straight up damage, amazing damage, honestly speaking, especially if you guys do combo it with Rye as well as Almond. But definitely the first Magic Candy I would invest in if you guys have the option to. And then we got Seafair, very straightforward, still good damage, still good stun, very straightforward and fast stun, which is going to be important here, guys, because some of these stages you guys do need to stun the enemies right away without any delay. And then we got Cream Puff with the Magic Candy. She has really became a great cookie to be used inside of the World Exploration with her Magic Candy. Not only is she able to increase the attack percentage of your cookie, she is able to actually give a crit damage boost as well. And she also has self-sustain, which is going to be increasing damage resist for herself, as well as in providing an insane amount of heal to your team. So working alongside Pure Vanilla, she is going to be amazing. And she honestly deals pretty good damage as well. So if you guys do have Squidding's Magic Candy and you guys have some spare to invest in Cream Puff, as well as you were able to pull her within the guild gacha, then she is going to be amazing. And the BTS still going to be a really good cookie overall to be used inside of the World Exploration with all of the buffs, like debuff resist as well as stun immunity and etc. Alright, now moving on to the S tier are going to be very good cookies and going to be really excelling in situational stages as well. But starting off, we have Financier as well as Crunchy Chip. We got Werewolf, Caramel Arrow, Clotted Cream, Frost Queen. We have Licorice with the Magic Candy, Rye with the Magic Candy, Parfait, Pomegranate, Pumpkin Pie. We got Oyster here. We got Macaron as well as Blueberry Pie. Alright, so these guys are going to be really good and of course are going to be excelling in certain stages. For example, it's going to be someone like Crunchy Chip as well as Licorice, someone like Rye. These guys are going to be really good for certain stages, dealing with certain bosses, certain monsters where you have to have summoners, or need to have someone like Rye to deal a massive amount of damage with someone like Almond. So I'm going to be putting these cookies as an S tier. Crunchy Chip as well is going to be really good for certain stages where you're able to debuff the enemies or slow them down and get rid of their buffs as well. But pretty much, guys, this is going to be the PVE tier list. Of course, this is not going to be the answer here, guys, but of course, if you guys like my opinion on these particular stages as well as these particular modes, then this is going to be what I would recommend for the world exploration. Anyways, guys, if you guys have any questions, leave it down in the comments below. I hope you guys found the video helpful. Good luck with your world exploration stages, guys, and I'll see you guys all on the next one.